right, Leo, we have past, present, future. We're going to start with your past. In the past, maybe you had something that was important to you. Maybe it was a divine partnership or a divine relationship with someone, or it felt like it was divine. It felt like maybe this is the person I want to spend my life with, or I want to marry this person. That's telling me that was in your past. Maybe you had to end up leaving it. You had to leave it behind. So we're going to go to where you are presently. Conflict. Maybe you leaving it, or maybe you have to think about leaving it, but it left you in conflict. Maybe you think about it and there's still that conflict there. Maybe because you thought that it was divine, and maybe because it was so important to you, presently it leaves you in like this conflict. Future, it can go a few different ways actually. You can meet somebody that is going to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy. It could be a Capricorn towards Virgo. It could be grounded, giving, all about nature, a beautiful energy, feminine energy. For some of you, this is you. This is you just being more grounded and all about your money, more in love with yourself for some of you in the future. Let's go back to this Two of Cups in your past. It felt like it was your family. Maybe you felt like you wanted a family with this person. Maybe you could see you in this person being a family. If it's not anything to do with a relationship, for some of you Leos, this is like, imagine having a job and it's like your dream job and you saw it as everything that you wanted, and then you start feeling conflict about it. You start feeling like, well, maybe this isn't for me. But when you were there in the past, in that moment, you felt like this is it. This is like my family. This is where I'm supposed to be. And then something happened to where maybe you felt like you needed to leave, and then you start having conflict. Now that's for the people that's not dealing with relationships. That's for the people in like a career thing. Now let's go to present. Yeah, it's just like you moving on from that. Even though maybe you felt like, I wanted to be with this person, I see this person as my divine, I can see us being married, I can have a family with this person. Even though you felt all those things, you decided all this conflict is making me move on, all this battling is making me move on. For the ones that are dealing with careers, I love this job feels like family, I want to be here. All this battling that we're having here and conflict that is putting me through and stress has me wanting to move on, so I'm moving on. All right, let's go to your Queen of Pentacles in your future. Maybe you move on and then you move towards somebody that is like this Capricorn towards Virgo, this grounded feminine energy, and they want to give to you, right? But they're not moving. They're not going towards you like, hey, I want to be with you. I want to be with you. They're sitting there like, you got to come to me. So because they're doing that, that's making you confused, Leo, because you're like, well, I want somebody to come to me, but because they're not coming to you, you're just sitting there and you're kind of confused. And now for the ones that aren't dealing with relationships, they're just dealing with career. Imagine like you start working for yourself and money's coming in, but just not as much as you thought it was going to be. So now you start getting confused, like, did I make the right choice? Did I do the right thing? Or you get another job, you don't have the same feeling you had when you had that job in the past, but you got a new job that is more grounded. It keeps you financially stable, but you still may be confused by it because you feel like you want more or something like that. This is your past, your present, your future. I'm going to end it there. But like I always say, anything can happen. The puzzles change and move constantly all the time. So at the end of the day, the choice is always yours. I'm just the messenger.